Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new Peacock documentary, Use of Force, The Policing of Black America. And this just released today, as I'm recording this, on Peacock, and focuses on the perspective of all of these police killings, but also builds into, and for a good reason, builds into coming up with a well-rounded perspective on this issue and trying to find solutions to these things that keep escalating in our country. And Cary Grant Jr. is the director of this film. In general, it's a pretty low-budget kind of documentary, and from a filmmaking perspective, it's very straightforward and basic storytelling, and doesn't come off with a whole lot of energy, except for like the scenes where it's showing some of this footage, which speaks for itself, and the emotions of the loved ones speak for themselves too. I don't know if you could really give the documentary credit for that. It's just capturing the emotion of what's actually going on. But it does have poignant and powerful messaging and footage of these different shootings and these perspectives, but it doesn't just turn into like an hour and 20 some odd minute documentary just about these shootings and putting down the police. It does shift gears in terms of giving a well-rounded and real perspective on things, because they do talk to police officers, to prosecutors, and they try to see and give this rounded perspective of, okay, from these different perspectives of the issue, what are ways to improve it? And they showed towns coming up with, I forget what exactly it was, like not reaching. They're little card holders that you could place on the air conditioning vents next to the steering wheel that you could put your registration, your license, and stuff like that. So there's no need to reach for your pocket and stuff like that, based off of actual surveys from police officers. So it does take into account the perspectives of both sides and trying to find ways to give some meaningful moving forward steps that are tangible and realistic and that could actually make a difference. And I appreciated the substantive solutions that this film presents, because it makes it rise above just being this shot documentary on police officers, because we've had plenty of that. You see it in all the media. What we don't see is solutions. And I appreciate how the film Use of Force does actually present these kinds of solutions and gives ideas, because it takes its thesis, it has actionable items, and it executes them in a pretty standard, straightforward kind of way, easily digestible. And I have to say, towards the end, it was really trying to hammer home its message and dragged out the ending a little bit too long. But in general, I think this is a fine documentary. From a technical perspective, it's fine. But what it does is elevate that through meaningful conversations and solutions to a real issue that's very relevant and prevalent in today's American society. And I definitely appreciate about that film, and I think this is definitely worth a watch. But those are my thoughts on Use of Force, The Policing of Black America. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.